Annie Butler. I'm the chief curator at the Hammer Museum, and we are a free museum in the heart of Los Angeles West Side. We've been here for about 30 years, and our program is primarily contemporary art and 20th century and modern art, I would say through a contemporary lens. We have many, many changing exhibitions. We tend to feature emerging artists with a focus also on Los Angeles artists and histories. For example, at the moment, we have three really spectacular exhibitions. One is a very particular little-known body of work with Picasso. We have a thematic exhibition based on the work and life of Joan Didion, which is a big, sprawling show of about 60 artists, and we have a very wonderful survey exhibition retrospective of a little-known artist named Bob Thompson, who was from the South and whose work has not been seen on the West Coast very much, but really a wonderful figurative black painter from the 60s who I think has had a lot of influence on a younger generation of artists. So there's really a range of things for the viewer right now. It's actually curated by Hilton Als, who is the really wonderful writer for The New Yorker, writer of nonfiction. Hilton approached us just before COVID and wondered whether the Hammer would like to organize a show around the subject of Joan Didion. He had been curating portrait exhibitions where he, as a writer, would create in the space of a gallery a portrait of another writer. And that's the format of this show. We like to say that it's one writer narrating the life of another. Lots of different kinds of photography represented in the show, as well as film clips from a couple of Didion's references and also films of her own, because of course, in the mid-60s, she moved here and lived here for 2 decades with her husband, John Didion Dunn, and they wrote screenplays. They moved to California to kind of make a go of it as writers of screenplays, so they co-wrote Play It As It Lays, A Star Is Born, and a number of other films, and were part of the literary community here in Hollywood. I'm standing in front of a clip, a very short clip, slowed down, of John Wayne in Stagecoach. And the reason that this is in the exhibition is because in 1965, Didion wrote a text called John Wayne, A Love Song. And it's really a sort of ode to John Wayne coming into his most masculine and sort of virile, iconic Hollywood status. And Didion really writing about that, being very interested in that, I would say, and attracted to that, but really writing about John Wayne as a sex symbol, which I think for a particular generation he was.
I'm Erin Cristobal. I'm the full curator here at the Hammer Museum, and this exhibition is called This House Is Mine. It features several paintings from the artist Bob Thompson. This is actually an exhibition that's been traveling for quite a bit, and so we are taking the show from the Colby Museum, and this is the 4th and final stop of this exhibition. We were really gravitated towards, I think, just how incredible these paintings are, how vibrant they are, how rich in storytelling they are. Even though Bob Thompson is an artist that's mostly known on the East Coast, we thought there was something about his palette and his story that really resonated with Los Angeles. One of Bob Thompson's friends was the writer Allen Ginsberg, and he actually referred to Thompson as one of the first American psychedelic colorists. So, I mean, you see such a range of color throughout his work, and so I feel like it really just draws everyone in. We really try and give, really robust and great programs and events around all of our exhibitions. We're doing some in-gallery tours. We usually feature curators, scholars, and artists who are really resonating with the work. I think the Hammer is so special because it's really curator first, in that we as curators are really empowered to run with, new ideas and exhibitions and artists that we really admire. And so you see that throughout every show that is here at the museum. And it's not just the exhibitions. We have great programming, we have an incredible restaurant, and also I think the design of the museum itself is really inviting. It's very indoor, outdoor, and so people also have the experience to just bask in the sun in the courtyard and to process what they've just seen. And so there's so many different ways to engage with this space. I think it's incredibly important to have the support of the county. I mean, LA is such a major, diverse, incredible county and community of people. And so I feel like in some ways being a grantee is almost like being validated by the county and sending that message that we are a valuable space and that we are a major museum in the city.